This morning we're joined by Ken Toll, who is the president of United Way of Jackson County. Ken, good to see you.
Great to be here, thanks.
I want to talk to you about diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, words we are hearing a lot of, especially lately. Why do you think that's important?
Well, the meaning's in the words, right? Diversity means we're all different, and we've all had different lived experiences, and those are important, and we need to be understanding of those. Equity means we all have a shot at opportunity. We know some folks are disadvantaged in many ways, and if we don't provide the right supports, then we can't expect them to compete fairly going forward and have a shot at opportunity. Yeah. And inclusion is all about sharing the power. It's not just enough to have people in positions, but different people, different perspectives need to have positions of power and be able to help shape policy. Otherwise, it gets channeled in some counterproductive directions. So the best analogy I have is this. It's like diversity is being invited to the dance, equity is being asked to dance, and inclusion is getting to pick the next song.
I love it. So what is United Way doing for DEI?
Well, we know that equity is really important. It's become a focus of our work because there are some particular populations that are disadvantaged, and we're all about creating opportunities for people to become financially stable. So if you're already set back from that, we need to bring you up to speed and get you up to par. Our board is working very hard with a robust committee to look internally, not only how our organization handles things, but how all of our individual board members and staff are seeing that as well. A lot of personal trainings and work, and then we plan on spreading that work out to the community.
You know, we hear a lot of people say, but talking about diversity, equity, and inclusion just makes people go apart. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, have you ever heard of a problem getting fixed by not talking about it? Can you imagine raising kids with the attitude that when they mess up, I won't talk to them about it? I think you'd have some pretty messed up kids. We have 400 years of history in this community, in this country, that hasn't really dealt with that, and it's time to start talking about it so we can make some progress.
So what are you hoping these conversations will do, especially in Jackson County?
Well, we need to invest our funds differently, and we're already starting to do that. We need to get down to the core principles of giving people opportunity, and we need to flesh out inequities where they are. We have a great shining example. Our county prosecutor is working with us to look at an in-depth analysis of our court records, and we believe there's a lot of racism in the criminal justice system. We're going to see some of that in sentencing and some of the patterns that have emerged. And our prosecutor didn't say, no, don't do that, which a lot of leaders probably would. He said, let's look at that and let's make the right changes. So big heads up, those kinds of work has to happen, and I'm really proud that we're starting with our prosecutor in Jackson County, and we're going to look at a really tough system right off the bat.
And you work with a lot of different organizations, so this is important throughout.
Absolutely. Most nonprofits are talking about diversity and equity and inclusion. Some are better prepared to move it forward. Some know about it because they were formed by people of color and have been doing the work and haven't had the honor and access they need. So we're excited. There's a lot of opportunity to advance this in a lot of great ways.
Well, thank you for talking about it, and we're going to put your information on the screen, United Way of Jackson County, uwjackson.org. Thank you.
My pleasure.